Hello everyone, welcome to my vlog. So today I have some special guests with me. And your name is?
My name is Okiki.
Okay, and you are?
My name is Terry.
And your name? Okay. Brat. Her name is Brittany, okay? And so today I'm going to be talking about relationships. So the trend nowadays, a lot of people have been talking about feminism and equality for men and women. I do agree with feminism when it has to do with some issues, and other issues I feel like feminism doesn't apply. Let's say, for example, when it comes to dating. So some women actually say it is okay for a girl to ask a guy out in a relationship, and also it's actually okay for a girl to propose. A few days ago I was actually on the train and I actually met this guy and we got talking, and he said that it was fine for a girl to propose to a guy or for a girl to ask a guy out, and he believes that whatever you want in life you just go for it. And I told him I don't think so, and I think it's not politically correct, I'll say it. I'll put it that way. But he says that it's just my thinking, and I think way backwards, and every other female thinks differently. So I thought it would be a good topic to talk about and put on my blog. So I have some special guests here, and I believe they have something to say. So what do you have to say about feminism? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, perfect.
You know, ladies first. Anyway, so I think it depends if the girl, how long the girl knows the guy. Like, for example, if the girl has been going out with the guy for, let's say, 10 years, then I think it's okay for her to ask him out.
Like, what do you mean? Like propose?
Like,
or date
propose.
Propose to him.
Yeah.
So you think it's okay for a girl to like call a group of people and say, okay, you know the way the guy usually proposes to a girl, and brings out a ring and goes on one knee and says, would you marry me, Nick, or wherever his name is? Do you think that is okay? Do you think that is right?
I mean, it's unusual, but it's not like it's impossible.
Right.
It's possible. If the girl really feels strongly about this guy, then like, why not go for it? You gotta feel confident about it, right? That's just my opinion.
And what do you think, Terry, as an African man?
Well, I personally think, we're in 21st century right now, and like you said, feminism, which is equality between men and women, right? Therefore, I strongly believe that if a lady likes a man, feel free to approach him, right? Because one thing ladies have to understand is, of course, we have to man up. We have to come with full confidence to approach you, right? But at the same time, we're talking about equality here. Therefore, in order for us to implement whatever we're talking about, you guys have to take a step in as well. So I strongly believe there shouldn't be any limitation for a lady to approach a guy if you like the person.
You really like the guy?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, first of all, I would like to say I believe everyone should be a feminist, and I also believe in equality. The thing is, the truth is, a lot of the things we know is either based in culture or religion. So a lot of people, what they used to justify their argument is either based on cultural practices or religion. So when we take religion or culture away from it and we want to talk about the real issue and tackle it, if we're talking about equality, it means what one person can do, the other person should be able to do. Because when I ask people, why do you think a girl should not be able to ask a guy out? They'll rather justify with religion. They will start quoting some Bible verse to them and saying the Bible says, and ask the ladies out and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, well, let's take religion from it. Like, let's talk, like, you can't, when it comes to equality of feminism, we can't pick and choose. Right? It's the same thing when we're talking about racism or any other kind of thing. Right? It's either you want it equal or you don't want it equal. If we want it equal, the same thing a guy can do, a woman should be able to do. So if a guy can propose, why can a woman not propose?
Exactly.
So like, in my own opinion, this is what I think. Like, personally, I've been in situations where, you know, a girl comes to me and says, I like you or whatever. In my opinion, I find that kind of attractive. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because we live in a society.
Exactly.
We live in it's very difficult for us to take our head from the airspace of what society wants us to be. We live in a society, or we live in a world that tells you this is what a man should do and this is what a woman should do. I believe every human being has a masculine and a feminine side, regardless of whether you're a man or a woman. I feel like you have a masculine and a feminine side, but we've been told as a man, for example, as a man, I've been told, oh, you're not allowed to show your feelings or your emotions, you're not allowed to cry. But that's not right, that's not healthy. As a man, I should be able to cry, I should be able, I should be able to do whatever I want. And as a lady, you should be able, as a girl, you're told don't raise your voice, that's, that will scare people, but you should be able to express exactly how you feel, So we live in a world where it's like, we try to create this social construct. But back to my point, why I think I find that attractive is because I know it must have taken that girl a lot of balls to be able to say, I'm going to walk up. It's true. I'm going to walk up to this guy because she's defined social construct. And a lot of the time, like, something good might slip by just because you want to live within social construct. But I think the fear a lot of girl face, a lot of female face is that as a society, we've taught men to be able to deal with rejection.
Yeah.
All right, because we're supposed to be the one that asks people out, so we're used to rejection.
Yeah, but from for a girl's point of view, the girls see like men having more confidence than they do.
Yeah, it says that, but like one thing you have to understand is that it's not every man who has confidence. Okay, there are men who are actually shy, and that goes the same thing as women. You guys are shy, then there's certain females who are like having a lot of confidence, and that goes the same thing with guys. Guys are shy as well. There's some guys don't know it's a lady, right? They want to approach, but they're shy. So how can you deal with those type of people, right? So because one thing I believe our relationship is 50-50, okay? I may be strong in one certain character, you may be strong in the other character. And it's just a matter of trying to analyze which part are you strong, right? So if you notice that you like a guy, you notice the guy that he's shy, well, you're not shy, why can't you approach him? And just express your feelings, right?
But wait, another thing is what I feel like if a guy likes me, I might look like what some people say when they see me and say, oh, you look high maintenance. People say that.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I'll agree with that.
I say, oh, you look high maintenance. Well, you don't even know me. You don't even know if what I'm wearing is $5. You don't even know if I got it from the thrift store. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say buying clothes from the thrift store is bad.
When she buys from Bali.
But you get what I'm trying to say. But people try to say, oh, like she looks high maintenance, But I feel like as a guy, if you approach me and you tell me, oh, I like you, and if I actually like you in return, I'll reciprocate, you know what I mean? But I feel like when it gets to the point of we've been hanging out, we've been hanging out for a while now, you should know, oh, she's probably going to say yes or no. I feel like you should be the one to make the move and say, oh, would you be my girlfriend? You know what I mean? I don't expect myself to ask him and say, because he already knows that she's not going to say no. Because if I didn't want to be with him, first of all, I wouldn't even hang out with him or go to the movies with him, or, you know what I mean? So I feel like he should be the first person to say, what do you think? But another thing I noticed was that, I noticed that most ladies actually propose first because they actually ask the guy, where is this relationship going? And then the guy brings out the ring in public, but they have discussed it, Most girls say, okay, so we're going to see us in 3 years. Are you going to marry me or not? What do you call that?
I agree with a lot of the points you said.
That's indirect.
We should probably the discussion is we're not saying women asking men out means that men should no longer do it.
No, that's not what we're saying. No.
All I'm saying is, I'm not saying, I do understand that as a man, I should not feel like a woman has to ask me out. It's not an obligation that I feel.
I get that.
It's just, is it okay,
is it okay?
Is it okay for a woman to ask a man out? And in my opinion, I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't see anything wrong with that. I'm not saying she has to do it. You have to feel comfortable doing it.
Right, yeah.
If you don't feel comfortable doing it, then don't do it. But if you feel comfortable with it,
then go for it.
Let's go. I believe we might be able to get certain. The world might get where we really want it to be when we're talking about feminism.
Right, true.
Because it will put power in women's hands.
So it all comes back on equality,
Right.
right?
Yeah, okay.
Therefore, in a relationship, we're talking about equality between a man and a woman. Therefore, a man has to pay for a bill, and a woman has to show some consideration, right?
Yeah, of
By
course.
showing some effort,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So you guys agree that a woman can feel free to ask a guy out?
That's your opinion, but I feel like I explained my point, right?
Whoa!
And I said, like, go ahead.
I actually like, I asked you a question, but I don't feel like I got the answer.
Okay,
So,
what was the
like
question?
the question I asked was like, what, like, I do agree with, like, everything
Yeah.
is based on opinion.
Yeah,
Like, and
yeah.
I appreciate when people have different
Mhm,
opinions
yeah.
because I believe I learn a lot from people that have different opinions,
Yeah,
and
of course.
it might
Yeah.
it helps me to like. It might change my position later in
Yeah,
the future
your
if I
perspective and stuff like that,
hear
yeah.
arguments that support this.
Yeah.
My question is, what are you basing your reason for? Is it cultural? Is it religion? Is it why do you think it's
I think
fundamentally
it's more
wrong
like
for the
from
female
a
to ask
cultural point of view because if you think about it, this like you grow when you're growing up, you see like a lot of men ask a lady out, but you never really see that in return. But like there's like no culture of like seeing a lady ask a guy out at all. Cause maybe because their mother are like religion and then they see like a Christian man had to like put in the effort to ask a lady out. Cause you know like I can't remember the verse, but this it's like he who finds a wife, you know that.
I knew someone was gonna come back.
That. Well, the woman
Wait.
would follow that verse and then just like let the man handle it.
Sorry. I've heard this a lot of times.
Yeah.
Like I said people always base their argument
Beyond
based on
cultural
culture or
and
religion.
but when we leave those things out, we get to see what's
We
the
don't,
real
yeah,
deal.
like if we
you know?
leave culture, and because this is my opinion, I feel culture changes over time. You know, there was a time when you can't even, women could not vote.
Mhm.
You know, there was a time where women could not do certain things.
Right.
There was a time where, black people could not do certain things.
Mhm.
Culture, and we're in that period now where everything changes, and we can't base everything on culture because according to history, we've seen culture is not really the solution, it's not always forward thinking, right?
Yeah.
So, if we really want to get to where we want to get to in society,
Right.
we must be willing to ask ourselves the difficult questions and be willing to get out of our comfort zone,
Yeah, yeah.
right? To be able to really see the change we're looking for in the world, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I understand what you're saying, and I totally respect it.
Right.
But I just feel like sometimes we need to get out of that comfort zone, like.
And be like kind of like a rebel.
Another thing, I didn't even answer your question, right? Another thing why I wouldn't like want to go first, right? Will be first of all, like you said, religion, culture, and thirdly, the fear of rejection, the fear of us being in a relationship, and at some point he makes a statement and he says, "Were you not the one that even asked me out?" You know?
What make? Okay,
That goes
that's the
same
thing. That's
as
a
a
good
guy,
point.
too.
Yeah, sometimes it happens. Like it could potentially happen, and he'd be like, "You were so desperate, and you even asked me out. I wasn't the one that made the first move, and you come here and expect me to do this or do that for you. You know what I mean? And such things are gonna hurt me. Is what I'm mostly concerned about is how is this guy gonna see me
Because
if I make that move?
first,
You know what I mean?
like first of all, a guy that will see you that way doesn't even deserve a woman like you. That's the first thing I'm gonna say. And the second point I would say is, why do you think guys don't? Do you think we can revise the same thing? What you just said.
Yeah.
What makes you feel you can't throw it in my face and say, "Oh, you were the one that asked me out"?
Because if I say that I'll look like a crazy person.
Because it's societal
it's
norm.
not-
That's what I'm saying.
normal,
But we have to
right?
break
We
societal
have to
norm
break that.
to
That's
get
the
to
whole
where we
point.
want to be. Like I said, any woman that will say that to a man doesn't deserve that man, and any man that will say that to a woman doesn't deserve you.
You're taking advantage of your emotions.
For me to look at you and then say that to you,
Yeah.
I don't even deserve to be in a relationship. Any man that will say that doesn't deserve a woman. It's period. Like if you really like somebody, if you really and truly like somebody and love somebody, it shouldn't matter. You should be thinking we, not me. The problem is it's very selfish for you to think, how would I feel or how would he feel or whatever, blah blah blah.
Right.
It should be we. So if I'm hurting you, I'm hurting myself. that's what marriage is about. It should be we. And then when we have this we, I won't want to say something that I won't want to say something that's going to hurt you. Because if I'm hurting you, I'm hurting myself.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
That's true.
So what's our conclusion?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't want
our conclusion is
Everyone just like said how they felt, right?
my conclusion would be like a man, you have to step up as a man, despite whatever cultural norms or whatever. We are still men, therefore we have to step up as a man. However, if a woman, you feel like you like a guy, it's okay. You can approach them. If you think that the guy is taking too long before he comes, it's okay. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You can do it. However, guys, please step up. I mean, you don't just have to say it, right? If you like a girl, go approach, right? But if you're shy, it's fine. I mean, everybody's shy, you know. So my conclusion is, guys, we have to do it. But if a lady you feel you want to do it, it's okay. Yeah. What's your conclusion?
Oh my God. I think my own conclusion is I feel like men and women, you know, we talk about feminism and blah, blah, blah.
Equality.
And equality. Yeah. But it's also important for us to talk about the differences between men and women.
Yeah.
Right? I feel men are just big babies.
Yeah.
And because of the society we live in,
Right.
Society, you know, feed our ego as men.
Mm-hmm.
Everything we do is just, and once women understand that men are babies, you're much more in control than you think. It's important we understand, okay, this is what men can do, and women are, you know, 10 times even stronger than us. But like I said, society, we just want to feed men's ego. But we need to respect women. Without women, we can't be here. Without a woman, I cannot be here. So any man, your first obligation is to make sure you protect, love, and respect your woman. Because without her, there's none of us. We won't be here. So we need to understand that. We need to cherish them, we need to protect them, we need to care for them. But as women as well, right, you need to be able to let your emotions, you know, you need to be able to speak for yourself and let people know exactly how you feel. Because we live in a world that tells you as a woman, you shouldn't do certain things, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't be, you know, don't raise your voice too much, you will come, you know, you will turn off guys, you shouldn't be a leader, you shouldn't be the first to talk and raise your opinion. No, you should be able to do those things. And a man that's going to be intimidated because of those characteristics
does not deserve
you. That's all I'm going to say. So you should be, if you like him, go for it. If you like anything, go for it. But like I said, there's a fine line between liking somebody and going for it and being desperate. Desperation and going for something are two different things. As a lady, if you like a man and you go to him and you be like, you know, we've been hanging out for a couple of days, blah blah blah, a couple of months, and I like you, like, you know, I think this might be able to potentially go somewhere. I don't know how you feel. A guy that ridicules you at that point is useless. Like, you know, that's a useless guy. That's not a guy you want to be. But if he ridicules you, right? If he ridicules you and you keep going back and you see his behavior, like he doesn't show any interest, but you keep going back, that's desperation. That's not feminism.
Yeah. That's a good conclusion.
That was a very good one. Great, what do you think? After you said all of this?
I mean, if it's in your heart that you really like a guy, just go for it. If the guy just rejects you, don't take it personally.